got it going on in here.
Drop that off, sir.
Daddy, is that you? Open the door, son.
Just let that boy breathe.
I'm not gonna lose my wrist.
You know what, bro? You grow.
Black Dad Cast.
Welcome back.
Well, boy.
Welcome back, my niggas.
Yeah, all right, we're back in the thing, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Everybody that came, you know.
Hey,
giving us
you
a
know,
round of applause.
you know what this sound like? Hey, you remember like when the guest star used to walk in the house?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
For the old sitcoms.
Niggas just standing around looking, waiting for the, you know what I'm saying, the crowd to die down. Dog.
Yeah,
man.
and then hit that line. So how you been?
I see what type of episode this is gonna be already, dog.
Man,
In a minute.
Y'all
In a minute.
I mean, I got my vino. You know what I'm saying? The stage is still right now, so I'm okay.
Man. What type of wine is that, my brethren?
It is a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Mm.
It is
Excuse
aged
me?
in bourbon barrels.
Let's say you got him a nice Cabernet.
Yeah.
A Cabernet. You know what I'm saying? California grapes. 2018 is the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nice bold taste with a slight strong tannin urge at the end.
You supposed to hit him with the clap right there, dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That boy good. Yeah. I made most of it up. I mean, I know it's from California, but yeah.
I had I love me a good cab, man. My wife turned me out on the cab. So if you say Cabernet,
it's cabinet, like cabinet.
Savignon, you know what I'm saying?
Savignon, filet mignon.
My wife ain't that fancy. We still Stella Rosa. You know, we
You gotta buy a case of 6 to feel a little
man.
something, dog.
Oh yeah,
It's
you know, it's just communion juice.
I was about to say they passed it around like the first of the month at the church house.
Yeah,
dog.
it's communion
You know what I'm
juice.
saying?
That's that Stella
sure.
right there. But needless to say, after all that, we are back for season 3.
It's been a long time.
It's
Shouldn't
since
have
I left you.
Yeah,
That boy on there. But season 3, man, this is a milestone. You know what I mean? Like, once it could be an accident, 2 times could be a fluke, but that 3rd time's a charm, baby.
Yes, sir.
For real.
I'm excited about this season, and we kicking it off. How appropriate! Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Get that together.
Oh, we have to wear that out, and I cannot wait.
I can't. That's
so
what
good.
he said.
It's the first 5 minutes, people. We just
Yeah,
got
the
here.
first 5 minutes.
Woo!
Only up from here.
Man, I
Yeah,
miss y'all
man.
niggas, man.
Yeah, season 3. Now, y'all been on little dates out there, man. I'm kind of peanut butter and jelly. I look on the social medias, on the Instagrams, and see y'all on little dates. I be like,
Hey,
yo,
man.
nobody
We
want to
out here,
FaceTime you, boy?
Listen. We all know, and people that don't know either, that I met Ryan through bowling. So I say, man, I got to get to know my brother, man. We doing this podcast together, and he telling me stories about his brothers, and I don't know his brothers, and I don't know where this man from. I know he went to middle school with my wife, and I don't even know him. So, man, we've been talking and texting, man, and calling each other,
And
arguing like grown men, giving each other advice before we jump off the ledge. This has become my brother, man, since the last episode, man. So I'm excited about our friendship and where we going, man.
For sure.
Hey,
It means
I'm
a lot.
excited about that because all that same stuff that I do with them. So I wanted my brothers, who I grew up with, had that same type of relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Good people meeting good people makes for a good environment.
Man, I told John that. I said, man, we should have been linked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We be on the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, John was in the house when we was running the streets.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
Well, you know, I understand. You know,
Y'all finally caught along with what was going on. Okay.
Yeah.
John,
I just
we had
John
to come out with me in Houston.
Hey, listen, man.
He was ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? We had to catch up.
My stable had a lock on it early, so I had to hang it up. You know, that was it.
Nigga lost the key a long time ago. I don't know where that damn key at.
It is what it is, though.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. So
we coming down here next month, man, and need you. You know, we all gonna do this here. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a special episode. We all gonna be in the studio next month. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up to the H, and it's going down.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Now that I think about it, Houston studios. You know, hit us up if you got something that you want to see us in or a spot that you want us to record in. Hit us up. Shoot us a DM, shoot us a message in the comments, something along the lines. Let us know where you want to see us in the H. Whether it's like a restaurant or a studio or some other place in a park, we'll do recording wherever y'all say. Except don't be on the bull.
No outside either, because of brother.
That's number one for bull.
It's hot as hell.
Yes, sir.
But yeah,
man.
So yeah, just hit us up, man. We'd love to see our input. But that's going down next month, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, what are we talking about?
We're gonna do some updates on this, on what's been going on in this world.
Oh,
but before I do that, everybody that followed us while we done had this little sabbatical, man, we appreciate y'all, man. We over 200 followers on our Instagram, man, and we've been getting followed. We've been creeping a little bit, man.
200? Well, we famous in this.
I know.
I look up like another follow.
Yeah.
Another follow.
Everybody that's been out there following us lately, man, we really appreciate y'all, man. And if you haven't heard any of our podcasts, man, we got 20 great episodes that you can go back and listen to, man, on any other podcast platforms. Also on YouTube if you want to see our handsome faces. So we just really appreciate y'all, man. But we're going to get to this news, man. We're going to kick this thing off so we can get this thing going, man.
So we talking about...
Oh, hold on. I was supposed to transition. Here we go.
That's what he is.
TMZ type thing.
Yeah, it was, dog. Man, hey, man, we going places.
Hey, we
going places. You feel me?
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk about the crib stuff first, like what's been going on at the home? Or do we want to talk about worldly stuff?
Hey, however you want to do it. Let's do it.
Let me tell you. My son. So I think the last time we left y'all, I think I was talking about like Roman was kind of picking up like the last part of your sentence.
Yeah.
He said your last word. And now we get to the point where he's saying my entire sentence back to me.
He on there.
Bruh. And I'm like, I don't need your help. Yeah. I don't need your help, Daddy.
Oh, yeah. He gonna be a professional cuss or something.
Hey, bro, I'm trying. I've been trying. I've been trying.
His way.
Yep.
But man, it's getting good. He talking real well, dog. I'm like, bro, when did you pick this up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The only funny thing right now is like, so he be crying, but it be fake. I'm like, bro, you cap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So now he'll walk up to me, Daddy. I cap. Yes, nigga. Yes, you are cap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog.
That's funny.
He growing like a weed, man. But Lord, he almost too fast. Like I don't want to be like the time slow down parent.
Yeah,
and
man.
I said I was gonna never be that parent.
Hey,
exactly.
But he be doing some stuff. I'm like, bro, when did you learn this?
Everything I said when I seen other people that were parents, like posting on social media or just saying certain stuff, I'm like, man, I ain't doing that when I had no kid. Right. Then I look down my Instagram, I'm like, my son on every other picture, man.
Every other page. Bro.
Here I am, dog. I'm that dad on social media, so
ain't no wrong with that, man.
Ain't at all, man.
Yeah, but he doing stuff, man. But trying to think what else we had going on around here. It's hot.
The potty training, what's the update on that? Y'all good?
Yeah.
Next question.
Ooh. My dogs say white flag.
Look.
Oh man.
So he all the concepts. He got all the concepts, right? Potty. He know the functionalities of everything. He'll sit down on that bad boy with his clothes on, right? And won't use it. Probably use that boy once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Dropped a couple turds in there. I was proud. You know what I'm saying? To my boy, like, okay, all right, yeah. Let's turn up. Let's get it going in here.
Yeah.
And then that was that. But I found some solace because we took him to his pediatrician because he had like what they say, whooping cough.
Okay.
Boy, I thought that was something in 17, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
1776, bro.
Yeah.
Whooping cough, bubonic plague, measles.
Measles, mumps, rubella.
Yeah.
Like,
whooping cough?
That boy got a medieval disease.
Look, in the year
he got shingles.
Hey, man. So he had whooping cough. So that was one of the questions Tiana had asked, like, what's up with the potty training? And the pediatrician, he was like, hey, don't trip, y'all. He'll get it when it's time. Like, typically boys are a little bit more stubborn than girls are. Like 3 to 4 is when he'll start, you know what I'm saying, locking in. Like, don't be discouraged. But I'm like, my boy not gonna learn how to use the toilet until he's 13. Like,
he gonna get it. Y'all on the right track because if he's saying it and he comprehending it and he dropping a couple of them in there, he there. He just consistency is key. That's all.
He is stubborn.
Yeah, he'll get there though. Like how he's saying them full sentences now,
bruh.
He gonna get there. And it's crazy because like he's 2 still. You know what I'm saying? Like so he ahead. You know. The thing is having him consistently doing so you can get out them diapers, man. That's the thing.
Man.
Because them shit's expensive.
Man. Oh, yeah. So we moved from the diaper to the pull-up, which is another form of the diaper. Like, it's the same thing, dog. Mm-hmm. I think, to be honest, them boys is higher.
Yeah, because you get a smaller amount.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I had, gave him a bath tonight. I'm like, damn, this the last one.
Hey, quick.
Nigga, I just bought them.
Quick. Mm-hmm. Hey, you remember you came over our house and we had to go to CVS?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Golly.
Yeah. Bro.
So, yeah, this what's been going on in the urban household. You know what I'm saying? Still alive, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bills is paid. People is alive and happy. You know what I'm saying? We good. What about y'all?
Man, so.
Yeah, I want to hear about baby girl.
Hey, so listen. My daughter is moving around in my wife's stomach, man, and every time I try to go, put my hand on her stomach, she don't do nothing. So I don't want to cuss my daughter out at an early age, so I ain't said nothing yet. But it really pissed me off the other day. My wife was in one room and I was in another room, and she goes, she moving around. Baylor runs in there. He puts his hand on her stomach, and she kicks twice for him. Wow. He's like, whoa, I think she want to come out of there and see me. I think she really likes me. I say, okay, let me do it. So I go over there, put my hand on there. I'm like, okay, cool, okay, but all right, baby girl, let me see. Nothing. Damn. Nothing, bro.
Bro, and now hit her with the
I walked away and she kicked twice, bro. I say, okay.
Yeah, she playing that game with you, cuz.
Yeah, so that's where we at with my daughter, man. My son still love me though, so I appreciate him all the time.
50% from the field.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, sometimes it's like
day at the office.
So whereas you trying to get the potty training down, our son's gonna be going to kindergarten this upcoming August. So I am like, I don't want to. Appreciate it. We need that. That time is gonna be valuable. But he potty training ain't no thing. He ain't been in diapers or pull-ups in almost 2 years now. But he
lucky bastard.
Man, I'm teaching him, and my wife is teaching him how to wipe himself. Woo. So He does a good job.
Yeah.
He does
You
a
need
good
to add
job.
that one to the meeting.
But the problem is, he uses a wipe every single wipe. I'm like, hold on, son, you got to conserve that. So we need to fold that over. Yeah, we're gonna get 3 wipes in one fold.
Right, for real,
bro.
You tripping?
I went in that restroom and he had about 6 wipes in that toilet. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to call the maintenance man.
I was like, man, we're about to be Noah's Ark in here.
Oh
You
my
tripping?
goodness, bro. So yeah, that's where we at right now. He understanding. He wiping. I've been washing his clothes still. He ain't got nothing in his underwear. I'm happy about that. I said, okay, cool. We rolling, but yeah, we gotta get that fold pattern down. I gotta get him learn how to fold that over.
You got to mess around, have that boy folded, wipe, folded.
Exactly.
Boy.
Yeah, you got to
fold this bitch into.
Hey, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Oh man!
Drop it on the toilet like Salt Bay.
I swear. Well, microchip by the time you get done with it,
man.
Folded it so many times.
Oh man, so good to hear y'all chilling is doing good. Yeah, my kid's doing the same thing. So Caleb is out of he's out of pull-ups except for at night. So we put a pull-up on him at night because he'll piss the bed quick. And so Willie be like, well, we need to get up in the middle of the night and wake him up to go use the bathroom. Or we need to put a pull-up on him. And I was like, pull-up it is.
I was about to say, yeah, because waking up in the middle of the night.
That's not happening. That nigga will piss himself every night.
He in Noah's Ark
with me. if you relying on me to wake up at like midnight to get him to go to the bathroom, I don't even do it. I just hold it till the morning. Well, I wake up at 3 a.m. and it's feeling good sleep, boy. I'm gonna hold that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that boy over.
Yeah, but nah, he's doing well, man. He had tennis practice, and
I seen him killing that backhand, man.
Man, yeah,
tearing
he's
that
doing
thing
well
up.
with that. I'm excited. Young Arthur Ashe out there. He's so perceptive in that he's trying to have full conversations with me now.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's full conversations based on what he knows, because he gonna end the conversation and lose his train of thought real quick.
Oh yeah,
going on
squirrel,
something else. Squirrel. That's it. But it's so crazy how he's trying to have like conversation with me now, and I'm like, yo, son, you was just Google Gaga a minute ago. You was where your brother at,
yeah.
Right. So, and now Camden's starting to find his voice, and
in the lineup, huh?
Bruh, he is out of there. He picking on Caleb already and everything.
Yeah, I seen the story. That was funny.
Picking on him all the time. And Caleb's so nice. He just let him beat him up.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, y'all gonna be fighting soon enough.
I about to say Caleb seemed like the type to where if they playing basketball, he'll let Cam win. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. Yeah. Whole time I'll destroy you. But it's cool, like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't me though.
But you know what's crazy? I tell people all the time, I was like, Caleb gonna be the person that talk that mouth get them into some stuff, and Camden gonna be the one that come through with wanting all the smoke.
It's cool. He said what he said.
Who wanna do somebody?
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's man, they're just both growing. Camden doing more of his G.I. Joe crawling, and he's pulling himself up now, so he getting ready to walk. And as soon as he take that first step, I'm gonna tell him, keep walking, son. Walk straight into a job, because that's what you walk straight into a job. Get that pay. You expensive.
Oh man. That's cool. Yeah, man. We got just a couple more things with this news, man, that we're gonna transition into. What we're gonna get into, man. We're gonna.
Damn, it's like. Well, how many minutes we in? It seems like.
I know. Hey, when we get together, we talk like
the old
men in the backyard, man.
How your mama them doing? How you doing, man?
Hey, I seen Earl and them down at the church house. I went over there to give me a fish sandwich, and I seen them fools.
Oh man,
it's always a nigga named Earl down at the church house.
Earl, you went and got you a fish sandwich. Earl change had to happen in between that. You know what I'm saying? I had to go play the numbers.
Because I had played them that last week, but I was one off. Yeah. I knew I can get it.
You know, Leonard quit cooking them burgers last week. He had the shack going on for about 30 years. Yeah, he gave it up. It's over for him.
It's a shame. We can't wait to be old and shit.
I know, bro. Because then it makes sense. Like, our kids gonna be like, yeah, they acting like old men over there. Yeah, we've been there.
Catch up to Ryan.
Y'all want something to drink?
About 3 years.
I am what I am. You feel me? Been having an old soul since, you know what I'm saying, knee-high.
Yeah, man. But I want to get on old Joe for a second, man. We voted you in, man. You gave us a lot of promises, man. And, you know, I'm really about to write you a letter, man, because my student loans are still there. And
still, currently.
You're telling me you're dropping all these student loans for so many people, man, and I just don't believe you because it ain't mine. I'm telling you now.
Seen it. We don't believe you. You need more people.
I mean, my friends ain't even seen it. I see everybody on social media commenting. What happened to my student loans? I mean, I haven't seen anybody I know.
What about me, Joe? Huh?
You know, I voted for you for this, for this right here, and them student loans is still there. So I don't know, Joe, man. We're gonna have to have a talk, man. I don't know. I mean, do I need to storm the Capitol? You think I'll be okay doing that, or?
Boy, look at you wishing for white privilege.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Boy, you got a little bit too much dip on your chip.
Too much dip on your chip.
Yeah, they gonna report this when we post this.
Well, the Fed's gonna reach right on out,
knocking right at my door. Who is this?
So you have plans, huh?
Hey.
big plans.
Goodness. Billy and Ray, we out there, man.
But I can't scoop you up.
Look, wanting that white privilege so bad. That's crazy. If you were to think about it, if that would have been us, that would have been deemed the worst event in the history of American history.
It would have, boy.
It would have been really.
It'd have been Tulsa all over again.
For sure. Well, what did you want them to do?
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on.
One episode aired on CNN. Mm-hmm. It was like 2 hours. It was good.
Man, yeah. It's on the History Channel, right?
It might be. Yeah.
I need to try to find it. Maybe I can find it on Hulu.
But while we on the subject of Tulsa, it's so crazy that there's so many different cities that had to go through that same type of thing, right?
Yeah.
It just wasn't as large in scale. Like when you think about a lot of areas in major cities that used to be predominantly black neighborhoods were overtaken by, either a highway, because what they used to do is put the highway right in the middle of the neighborhood, decimate the neighborhood, or by, violence from the whites. I can name like 5 off the top of my head. Like it's crazy how much that happened. Like people don't even realize, like most places that white people cherish, like Central Park in New York.
Yeah.
Seneca Village.
Yeah.
As a black neighborhood. Shit, we got a Lake Lanier. Underneath, like at the bottom of Lake Lanier, is a city in the town that was a black town, and they flooded that bitch after they murdered a lot of people.
That's crazy.
Man-made lake.
And it's crazy because it really wasn't that long ago, bro. Like 100 years is not that long ago, bro. It's not.
Right. And then people turned up dead like a mug.
Yeah,
Kawinky dink?
Man.
I think not.
Yeah, man.
So, I say all that to say the whites must be stopped. What else we talking about?
Well, we got Juneteenth as a federal holiday.
Yes.
I think
prime example of what you asked for versus what you got.
Yeah.
That's
exactly
what that is.
So my thing is this. Is my job, am I going to be off next year?
Do I need to be off?
Or do I need to just go ahead and y'all hold this call in?
Yeah, I need to be off.
You know what I'm saying?
I shouldn't even have to work Martin Luther King Day either.
You got some companies, they do have it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. You made a federal holiday. Is this like mandated like July 4th, bro? Where boys is off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is it
we'll
that?
See.
Because that's where I'm at. Or do I need to just go ahead and say, I'm gonna take this day?
One thing we know, them banks gonna be closed.
Oh,
yep.
They gonna get it, bro. They gonna get it, bro. I'm like, God, dog.
Another federal holiday, you say?
Uh-huh. Throw that thing out there.
See you guys the next day. See you on Tuesday.
Crazy, that's when you turn into a white person. Juneteenth, a federal holiday. Would you look at that? See you Tuesday.
See ya. Bye.
Jamal, you don't talk like that. I did today.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. All right. One more random thing before we get to like the meat of what we came here to discuss. ERCOT is in the news again, and this go round is you need to conserve energy because it's too damn hot outside.
Yeah.
You know what they said when it was cold? We don't have this problem when it's hot.
Mm-hmm. Now that it's hot,
it work better when it's cold. Come on, man! What the hell is this?
But
this
is so janky.
It sound like some. It smell like cap in here.
Hey, where's Roman when you need him?
You know what I'm saying?
They are cap.
Y'all cap? Y'all cap?
Man,
Daddy, they cap?
Bro,
like come on,
no
bro.
way. They said we need to sleep in the house 82 degrees. 82 degrees. Bro, ain't no way, dog.
Not that.
Niggas will be in that thing musty, sweaty.
Bro.
And I'm one of the ones that can actually run kind of hot, right? So like during the day, I can maintain like 73.
Yeah, ours is at 74, 75 during the day.
Like my house is like a nice size to where downstairs. Oh shit! It got to one point where Tiana came to me like, you know it's 78 in here. I'm totally fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, gonna be bothering me. Yeah. But at nighttime, when it's time to lay down,
hey,
you want me to be at 78 and higher?
Nah, bro.
Is it crack? Is it crack, bro?
Hey, listen, they gotta cut it out, bro, because there's no way. It's no way.
Every season, that's why to me, dog, and I'm not even like the tinfoil hat guy. I'm not really finna indulge you on too many conspiracy theories, dog. That's not my get down, and never really has been. Like I never was the Illuminati truther, like none of that. Yeah, the Earth is flat. whatever. Like never. Like whatever you know what I'm saying. Your favorite theory is. I was never one of them.
Yeah,
but you mean to tell me it was supposed to be cool when it was hot?
Yeah,
and now it's hot. It's still a damn problem,
bruh. Come on, dog.
Something smell funny, dog. Something wrong.
Hey, they just let you know that they just saying whatever, bro. They said whatever just to get past that cold storm,
right? And
now that it's hot, now it's like, oh,
bro, I looked this up. 5 people lost their jobs. The CEO was fired. Okay?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Behind this fiasco, man. And they said the Republicans said they work better when it's warm.
Mm-hmm. Can't get no warmer right now.
It can't get no warm. Well, it can and it will. But point taken.
Yeah. When I went to work the other day. It was 10:30, and it said 92 degrees. It feels like 104.
It feels like it's what you need to go for.
30. 10:30.
This is the first. This was I checked that it was 93. The feels like was 105. I ain't working this, so I'm like, well, this don't feel like no 93. That
not
was
at all.
Back. I say, nah, this ain't that. Yeah. And I looked, and sure enough, 105 was the index.
Yeah,
y'all better than me. I would have quit. I would have like. Fuck this job.
I'm out here like Toby for real.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't built for the extreme weathers. I'm a moderate weather type of guy.
You mean to tell me I'm finna sit out here in the heat all day? I gotta work for a living,
man,
and come home and still be hot.
Man, you crazy.
That's what I work for, bro. I work for cool air in my home.
That's fighting words.
Yeah. What? You mean you want me to do what? Yeah. Do you want to fight? It's a square right here. Do you want to catch it? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm finna get fired up here. Face about to start sweating and shit.
we immediately turn the air down. When we all done taking showers, the air goes from about 75 to 70. It's got to go down.
You fit well
It's
now.
no way.
I don't like getting up and being cold. Tiana can let that AC let her control it like that for real, and be like super domineering. That air be on 65.
Ooh.
If
That's
she had
tough.
her way,
I used to
if
be
she
like
really
that.
had her way, bro, it'll be in the
Bundled
60s
up.
in here.
When me and Bowden was roommates, I had them icicles off his fan,
Boy.
bro.
Boy, this nigga giant. Well, no, let me tell you when it was worse. This is when it was worse. When we was growing up, and I used to stay the night at Giant house, and I'd be on the floor, right? Remember, heat rises, cold down 7. I'd be on the floor with like a little blanket, and he'll have that thing on like 64,
Hey.
throwing the covers off like he hot, and I'm down there.
I'm literally over here. Oh, I can see my breath, bro. And you over here,
y'all cold.
and you hot.
It felt like
play that,
Sub-Zero
bro.
ran up on me every night when I was
You know
laying
what I'm
there.
saying? I can't do that cold like that.
Yeah.
I don't like when it's super cold outside. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm really getting to a point where, as I've gotten older, summer ain't got to be that long. You know what I'm saying?
But it depends on where though. Like I'm a moderate weather type of guy. 70s year round. That's
I perfect.
All time.
When
was
you were down
full?
in Boca Raton,
yeah.
that's beautiful, dog.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was
take that
beautiful.
all day long.
I can say a lot about Florida, but I can tell you this: it was beautiful weather every day. It was December 23rd, 82 degrees outside.
Man,
I love that.
Listen, the rain come in 3 o'clock. The rain go out 3:34.
Yeah.
And
When we
that's
went
the
down there, it rained every day.
for 20
like-
minutes.
15, 20 minutes.
that's enough to mess up your plan.
No.
No,
It
it
ain't just a
water
damn
break.
thing. Exactly.
Man.
Oh man, y'all ready to go get another drink? All right, cool. Like, that's what the rain was. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, man.
getting super cold down here, like man, I ain't with that, man. But it's super hot now. I'm like, I ain't really tripping on November 28th.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't
Look,
tripping on it.
You know in the summertime, the telltale sign when you start seeing big niggas with the towels.
Oh, me, I'm big
You know.
niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, boy, look
I'm
at that
big
big ass
nigga.
beach towel in your back pocket, bro.
Got to have. Matter of fact, Yahtzee. Stop playing, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
So that's 32 minutes in. Got better.
Y'all ass. All right.
Shaking the rust off.
You
We
feel
rolling.
me?
We rolling.
We
So,
in rare form now, baby.
All right, here we go. Hit it with the transition. You know,
all
Real
right.
place. Real
all
place.
you fathers, happy Father's Day, man. From the
Yeah.
Black Dad cast, man, we really want to make sure that you guys hear from us. Happy Father's Day, man, on this Father's Day weekend, man. We
For sure.
are celebrating with y'all, man, and we want to hear y'all thoughts and opinions on Father's Day. You know, are you a underwear and sock guy, or do you like
please don't.
a surprise? You know what I'm saying? We want to hear that. What y'all like, man? What y'all want to do, man? But before we get into like the gift giving, one of the things that came to mind, man, when we started texting, I had a thought in my head because growing up, I could always remember Mother's Day, but I never remember Father's Day. But as I became a father, I've been a father now for 4 years, a seasoned vet now. I'm really moving up the chain now, you know. I feel like Father's Day has been very like big. Like you know, like in our household, we don't really do like all the holidays like that. But we go big on birthdays, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. Those are the days that we kind of go big for each other, me and my wife and my son. So I want to hear from you guys. What were some differences for you guys from Father's Day as a kid and Father's Day now?
You pretty much hit the nail on the head, dog. Like so. Yeah, I wish we had an effect for that one. That'd have been perfect. But like stepdad, you know, when he was in the crib, you feel me? Like it. Hey man, give you some breakfast or something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, here, happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? But I can't remember Father's Day like that for real. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like for me, you know how what we were waiting for every year was Christmas.
You already
what
know.
I'm saying? Birthday, my mama was gonna tighten us up, but Christmas was like, that's the one.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I can deal with the cold weather. Like I just said, I hate the cold, but I can deal with the cold because I know in 24 more days, I'm gonna have me some presents to open.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
All falls down.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You ready to go. And then as I've gotten older, bro, Christmas is cool to be around the family, but I know my pocket's about to get rained. You know what I'm saying? That's what Christmas means to me, bro. Like, obviously you be around family, but I mean, you're going to do that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just added, you're going to get your pockets rained. You feel me? So it's like, as I've gotten older, Christmas is cool, but my pockets are sad. So it's the inverse. When I was a kid, Father's Day wasn't really a big deal. But as I've gotten older and now I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? Father's Day, hey, sometimes I be forgetting what day it's on. Like, Father's Day coming up? Oh, wow, boy, I ain't about to do nothing this weekend. It's lit.
Cancel all my plans.
I am not lifting a finger. Thank you very much.
Damn.
So, it's turned into that to where, like, my wife is one of those too. Like she's already just like gift giving, and like if it's time to give a gift, bro, she gonna bend over backwards to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about my wife. It'd be something to my chagrin because like you don't have to do that. You feel me? But she gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
And so when Father's Day come around, you don't do nothing. Where you want to play that? Do this. I got you this. Blah blah blah. I'm like, I appreciate the reverence.
Feel like a king for a day.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I soak all of it up.
Yeah, man.
Because we don't, as fathers, bro, I don't know, damn, we gotta open up Pandora's box. I'm about to be rambling this bitch.
Go ahead, bro.
So, like, as fathers, dog, we do what we're supposed to do, right? We don't like we don't want the recognition. Like, we don't need it. Like, it's cool to say, hey, you're doing a great job today. I see you. And my wife would do that. Like, babe, I just want to say thank you, blah, blah, blah. Like, me and Roman, whoop, like, all that. It's cool. But we just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Father's Day is the day where we get to soak in all that reverence. It's like, man, you deserve it for the day. You feel me? Like, you bust your ass every single day, and then this is the reward of all of that. So, man, I be soaking it all up, bro. I be soaking all that time up. Every minute of Father's Day. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I think, again, you hit the nail on the head, John. Like, Father's Day, it's so funny. I was in the mall with my mom and Whitley early this week, and we passed by something. It was like one little tiny promotion, like in the middle at the end of the hall.
They don't give a damn, bro.
It was like Father's Day gift, and it was deodorant, soap, and
maybe a razor spray. Maybe a razor.
It was like, I'm telling you, like I could have picked up this whole little display and walked off with it. Like that's how small it was. And and then Whitley was like, "Oh yeah, this Sunday is Father's Day. Bad sign number one." I'm like,
"Nigga, this bottom. I work too damn hard for you to forget. I can forget because I work hard. You cannot forget. You know what I'm saying?
You know. So the little small display, and I looked around. And I was like, damn, they don't really care. When you walk in the mall before Mother's Day,
they changed the whole store.
The whole store.
They got all
from
these
the
retail
with
stores.
signs.
All that stuff come in on them trucks, bro. They changed your whole store. You never even. Damn, this was in here. I never seen this before.
Or Mother's Day sale. Yeah. So
you just walked into CVS.
Whole thing, bro. Yeah.
Mother's Day sale be good sales. Father's Day sales be like 5% off with mail-in rebate. Like, oh man, I want to mail in a little shit, bro. Just give me my discount, bro.
It's gonna take 4 to 8 weeks for me to get me a rebate.
You 4 to 8 weeks for me to get my $26, bro. Come
on, man.
Just give me my discount.
I'd have made that back 12 times before, man. Come on, now.
Come on, man. Give me $1, man.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like as a father, man, it really just hits you home. Sit there and get all emotional looking at your kids running around and be like, I made that, you know, that type of thing. But as far as like the promotion, the gifts, I don't really set my expectations too high. You know, I don't know, maybe a pocket knife.
Do the pocket knife. Do the pocket
Some
knife.
socks.
Hey, you sleep, bro.
I don't wear
ain't
suits
above a
no
pair of
more.
socks.
And no, but you know what's crazy with like socks and underwear and all that stuff? I like to pick up my own. You know what I mean? Like,
Man,
I like to be there, look at my socks. Oh yeah, them ain't gonna get no holes in them.
About
Them drawers, I like to get my own drawers.
The last couple sets of drawers I got, my wife got them, bro.
Yeah,
and
nah,
she
I like
did
to pick
well
up my
picking
own.
them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to know me though, bro. I'm not, and I've never been like high maintenance in that way. Like
Yeah.
like damn near caveman with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, so, oh damn, I get man some socks. I got some socks for Christmas. I was lit. Like man, Nike socks.
Yeah.
New black Nike socks. You know, sometimes you wear a sock out until it
Right.
turn white.
Wear it
Boy,
out.
I got black socks that are gray now.
Yeah, mine are.
So
Oh,
I
my
get
black socks.
What? Gray as hell. Them boys are charred, okay?
Hey.
To ash.
You gotta wear them with pants.
You
can't
feel
wear
me?
them. You can't wear them out.
You can't wear those shorts down. You gotta
No.
roll them down. You remember when niggas used to like fold the bottom of their sock to make it seem like this is what niggas is this is what niggas is doing with their socks because they charged the hell, nigga. Niggas is struggling, bro. So I get a pair of
You
these
got on
socks.
black shoes with charcoal.
Somebody take this man to Ross to get some drip for
Socks is charred to ash, nigga. I get a pair of socks for Christmas. I was lit, legit lit. Okay? These hoes are black. Black
okay,
and black.
Put it like this. Just imagine if you got your lady some socks for Mother's Day.
Oh,
what kind of hell would you catch?
If that's the only thing, I'm catching all. Nigga.
You might want to get ready, get that couch ready, man.
You better throw the socks in and leave, okay? Don't even come in the house.
Yeah, man. Just go and book a room, bro.
Hey, it's over, dog. It's over.
Yeah, so like I think it's crazy. They be like, oh, it's Father's Day. Just get them a mug that has a funny saying on it.
Yeah,
a coffee mug.
Don't even drink coffee.
I got 17
I don't
mugs.
even drink coffee.
Coffee had me out the whole morning. I ain't been productive all day behind a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
But,
yeah, man.
Like, luckily, like, you know, my wife, like last year for Father's Day, I got my pick. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna do cool. You know, she gonna do well on getting me something. So I don't really be tripping. But either way, like, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just glad you thought about your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know
For sure.
Yeah. So Father's Day as a grown up versus Father's Day as a child, just taking it in, man. Just taking in the fact that I got kids that I'm responsible for.
Yeah. For sure, man. It's you know, one of the hard complexes, you know, now being an adult, trying to adult the adulting thing, you know, like having to do all that. And then also having a kid, man, like it's a big compromise between two things, man. And the biggest thing that I see is time versus money. I see this on social media a lot, man. Like people ask questions like, would you rather this or that? And they give you two different scenarios. And basically the scenarios equate time versus money. And this is something that we all kind of battle in our heads. So I want y'all's opinions. Do you prefer time or money, and why?
Man, it's double edged, bro. Like 50-50. If I had to put something or like Fred Taylor 55-50. You know what I'm saying?
55, 45.
Yeah.
55,
but like when I got my little Peloton bike, man, and John was mad because I had
welcome to the club, baby.
You feel me? I'm out here. I just had 25th ride today. I'm out here for real. But John was like, man, I'm jealous of your schedule. You know what I'm saying? I hope your Peloton need a wheel realignment. You feel me? I go into work and get off. Like the point I'm making is, I go to my job, bro. I'm out of there 3:30. I'm back home. I'm doing whatever I need to do. I got time to be with my family. I got time to, console my wife if something going on at her job. Like if I see Roman do something, he done tripped and fell over his own shoe. Like I get to see that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like money can't buy me that. You feel me? Like we can make all the money in the world. Like that was a point of contention with me and my old man. He was, I just wanted to make the money. I didn't have the money. I didn't know. I'm like, man, bro, I don't give a damn about that. I don't have no concept of money. I want your time, G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to set it up to where, I can be around my family as much as possible, and, maintain. Obviously, we can always use more money. That's always the case. But
Yeah.
I get I guess the more I'm talking, it sounds like time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe I might be overcompensating, so to speak, because I didn't get time like that from my old man. So it might be that too. So damn, I might have answered my own question. I was like 50, 55, 50. And it might really be
good self-therapy that's happening right there.
I really just talked myself through this shit.
He really did.
Shout out to my therapist, Tasha, man. She but, so it might be 60-40. You feel me?
Yeah.
It might be that, like time versus money.
I think it's kind of a continuous spectrum that shifts from time to time. So, like, for instance, when Caleb was a baby, I had more time than money to be able to spend with him and do stuff with him and watch them first steps and crawls. And granted, I saw all that with Camden too, just because of my wife's schedule. And I'm forced to be here at night anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I think now I'm in a phase to where I'm sacrificing a little bit of time to try to make more money, so that way in the long run I have more time and money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those phases, like, trying to scale up my business takes a little bit more commitment and time, and I'd rather do that now while they're younger, so that way when they're older and remember, I have more time and more money.
Yeah.
So I'm sacrificing a little bit of time to make a little bit more money now, because cash rules everything around me. You know what I mean? Like you make money and buy income, and so that's kind of what I own. You buy income, you get more time.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's real, man. It takes, that mental for you to continuously, like, coach yourself through that, because there are times when you do choose money. You know what I'm saying? Because it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta survive out here. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, get on to the next level. Like, at some point in time, you don't want to continuously be living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? You want to have some money, the way you feel comfortable, and that job ain't so important to you. You know what I'm saying? Where you like, you know what? Yeah, like, I gotta do this. I'm gonna lose my job. Like, you don't want to ever be at that point. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think, basically,
hustling for autonomy.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I mean,
the thing is, like, I said this before, like, I don't know if I said it on here, but I was definitely talking to somebody, and I was like, when you have a lot of money, not a lot of time, you're rich. But when you have a lot of money and a lot of time, you're wealthy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Between people who are wealthy and live those different lifestyles. It's a different lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hustling just to make a lot of money. I'm hustling so that way I can create more time in my life.
Yeah.
That's the path towards wealth.
I heard Floyd say this before his last little trash fight he had. He said, "My kids can't eat off legacy. That's why he chooses these fights." Now I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with him. Legacy, for his kids, they will forever eat off of.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because of what he is and his name and everything. So break it down to a smaller scale. None of us will ever have Floyd money unless we hit the lotto. We know that.
I'm gonna die trying, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it can happen, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
I get you lifetime.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So my thing is what legacy are you leaving with your kid? You know what I'm saying? Because there are times where, as a parent, you have to sacrifice and compromise so that your kids' lives are better. Think about how we were brought up and how we didn't really have that full-on relationship that we thought we, yearned for from our father, and you think about how you are with your kid. Like, this is a start of something new for your family. And if you sacrifice and build that legacy, think about how Camden, Caleb, and Roman's sons or daughters are gonna feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of a sacrifice. It's a little bit of a compromise. You know, and it makes it hard, bro. And I want to read this stat before I get into the next thing, man. I had pulled this up. 1 out of every 10 fathers go through postpartum. We hear postpartum with women a lot, but 1 out of every 10 fathers go through postpartum either right before the baby is born or right after the baby is born. And here are some stats or just some reasons why they go through that. The 1+ method, you know, having something new in their life, overcompensating with work because they feel like they need to provide more. The stress of the relationship between their spouses and in-laws or parents, like all those things play a factor because everything changes when a baby comes into play. You know what I'm saying? So the next question would be, how much compromise is too much compromise?
That's too broad of a question, bro. Like, I need you to kind of dig in a little bit more and let me know.
Okay. So, for example, if you have a goal in mind financially and you set out how to do it, but your wife needs you to take care of the kids, how do you compromise between the two? Because that financial goal is just as important as watching the kid.
Right.
And it could cause friction between you and your spouse. But you know that if you get this money over here, that this is going to set you and your family up for whatever thing that you have next.
If you can convey that, right? Like and like what you said verbatim, like, hey, this is necessary short term to set us up long term, right? And then almost like on a PowerPoint presentation, like
this nigga love the PowerPoint.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy?
Slide 5.
Couldn't set up a PowerPoint presentation right now if I needed to for my life. Okay.
Don't act like the Progressive commercial. We're gonna open a PDF.
I would talk about it. No, that was Geico, but yeah. But anyway, so PowerPoint, bro. Like, you got the A to Z is as to why we got to make this short-term sacrifice for this long-term gain. And I feel like if you can convey it like that and make your spouse or significant other understand the sacrifice, you know, they grit and bear it for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But I think where we all fall short is we don't communicate. So like, I got my goal in my mind. I might gave you like the gist of what I'm trying to do, but I ain't gonna give you how to get there. And how to get there is not being able to see the kids all the time or be to take care of the kids. I gotta tell you that. If I don't, you think I'm just out here hustling just to be hustling. So I don't think there's a such thing as too much compromise. I think it might turn into a problem if you're not communicating, unless it turns to like a long-term thing. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll give you an example, right? So like having to find that balance between my wife working nights and me trying to put together 2 businesses during the daytime and sometimes in the evenings because I be needing some of them nights, right? Like that compromise of switching over schedules because when she works nights, then in the daytime sometimes she needs to sleep. Or especially if she works like a Friday night and Saturday the kids are not in school, so now I'm having to switch my schedule, move things around, which is constantly move my schedule. But that's also one of the reasons why I started doing my own thing, so that way I could be able to do that and be there for my family. Not so much to switch my schedule around, but be able to switch things around and be there with my family.
Have the ability to do that.
Have the ability, right? Autonomy is key, right? So it becomes like this thing to where, okay, like, yes, you may like that shift or you may like working nights. But what's better for us as a family unit is what needs to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that type of thing. So, we had that discussion, and she's moving today. So hopefully that works out. And it makes it a little bit better. So like having those discussions and kind of figuring out where y'all need to go as a family unit.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what, like in terms of like compromise, to answer your question, like I think that's kind of like one of those things like Ryan said, is we have to communicate what it is, because compromise is only going to happen when you talk about it. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah. You know what's crazy too, man? Like both of y'all said the word communicate, and that's excuse me. We all know communication and finances are the two biggest reasons why relationships fail.
Marriages end. Yep.
We know that. So when there's a compromise and the communication is there, but let's say something else happens and now you got to get another compromise. Like you can get addicted to compromise. You know what I'm saying? So like it's got to be a hard stop on certain stuff.
I don't know if I would say addicted. I would say you would fall into the complacency.
Nah, addiction, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I about to say I need to know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you why. Bro, you're trying to scale a business, right? To scale that business, you talked earlier about you wanted to have money that makes money, right? Mm-hmm. At some point in time, you gotta say, I got there. You know what I'm saying? And it levels off and then you plateau to something else, right? You can't get there and then try to reach to the next thing and then try to reach to the next thing, then try to reach to the next thing. It's gotta have like some stopping point. Because if it doesn't, you're chasing something that you will never attain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you chasing. I give you an example sports wise. I give an example sports wise. No matter how many rings LeBron win, we know he's not going to be better than who?
KD. Oh, Jordan. My bad. Jordan. I thought you were talking about. I had a brain for. I'm talking about right now.
Like we know that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what this man do for the rest of his career, he can get 5 more championships. Nobody in their mind is going to think he's better than Michael Jordan.
Because he didn't go undefeated,
Now in his head, in his mind, he said it before. He feels like he's the greatest player that ever played the game. Yeah. For him, that's good for his psyche. Because if you continue to chase a ghost, like you're gonna just kill yourself.
So you think him making that declaration was the hard
stop? That was a hard stop for me. For real. For real.
Go ahead.
You got to look at it like in terms of tangible items and things. Like Fred said it best, exposure leads to expansion. So if I'm drawing it out, like if I can't see over a fence and I go get some stairs and I climb up those stairs and I can see over that fence and I say, oh, it's some higher stairs over there. I jump over the fence and then I go get my ladder and I go and I can see more now, right? I'm getting to different levels and I can see more. I'm exposed to more. I'm like, okay, well, damn, I didn't know this was possible. Boom. You know what I mean? Oh, damn, I didn't know this was possible. It's not addicted to complacency. It's you being exposed to different types of things and understanding that life is a series of attempts to accomplish certain tasks. Like once you get to that next level, you get exposed to something like we grown ups. We was like, oh, damn, I ain't really know nothing about buying a house. Boom, buy a house. Damn, now I got to know about, look at these houses on Zillow, HGTV. Now I'm working towards something else. Like that's just a material example. But I'm just saying, like once you in that headspace and you're exposed to more, then I think, especially as an ambitious person like myself, I'm always going to see something because that keeps me going.
Right.
I don't want to get to a point to where I feel like I'm complacent.
Okay, cool.
I think that's very valid, but
I like that.
Two different things though.
Yeah.
Right. Because what you're saying is more lifelong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The initial conversation started from short-term shit.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like that as a mantra, we all need to strive for that. But that's not what the discussion is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So for me, like I hear that. That makes perfect sense. But okay. Yeah, go ahead, John. My bad, bro. Like
nah, you good. Keep going.
So my only thing was if we talking about the short term, we just gonna focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, so Bowden. Okay, so answer me this, bro. So like, would it then? Because I think we both all y'all can talk to it, but like, so when we see that there's more steps, right? Is that then another conversation to have as it pertains to compromise?
It's always a conversation because you got to understand, like, just like a relationship is a living, breathing kind of thing, like it's constantly changing. As two people in it make up the relationship, the two people are constantly changing. So of course, the two outcomes and the outsets are constantly changing because your mindset may be different, or your view on this may be different, or you may feel a different way. So when you get to those next block of stairs, you can be like, okay, so we had this conversation. Remember back there we had about that. Now we're here. Let's have another conversation.
Okay.
So that way
that's what I was getting to.
That's like, what I'm tracking.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying to you. That's why I say you don't get addicted to compromise. You like the opposite of it would to be fall into this like complacent place to where you get to the top of the stairs and just be like, there goes some more stairs. You go
right.
I'm gonna chill right here. You know what I mean?
I look at it. Like, so I look at it like this: like when you first bought your house, Bolden, you knew, okay, so many years we're gonna buy another house, but not immediately did you say, I'm ready to get another house. You know what I'm saying? You put money into that house. You changed some things into that house. You built the family in that house. And you understood that's a stopping point is what I'm saying. Like you have, okay, we got an apartment. We got married. We live together. We got us a house. Boom. Okay. 5-10 years. Now we're going back up. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's like, to me, that line there. Like,
but I think every single one of those things that you talked about is a plateau.
Like right, but those are individual things, though. I'm saying just on the house scale, general house scale. Like you say, I want to get
even
a house.
if you and your lady move into an apartment together, that's a huge scale to me.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like, so I don't think that house should be weighed more heavily than a lot of those other milestones because it's all stepping stones, right? You know, you wouldn't be ready for challenge number 11 if you didn't go through 1 through 10 first. Exactly. So I wouldn't be ready to buy a house with somebody if we wouldn't go through these conversations on this, go through these topics on that, and go through and understanding each other to know we want to be in a relationship together. So now that we've built up these stepping stones, it'd be like, all right, let's throw it at this house. Now we're in this house and we're learning how to coexist. We're learning how to build on each other. We're learning more habits. People are changing. Families are growing. And now we got to have another conversation. You know what I mean? So like all of those little small things within that are like chapters in a book, basically.
Right. So like the reason why I wanted to have this conversation, y'all both know I took some time away from work, man, because I had just to clear my mind mentally, man. I had some things going on that I wasn't in the right space to be working in front of people and stuff. So while I had that time off, I had made all these grand plans of doing all these things while I was off. And long story short, I didn't do any of them because I realized I needed some time. Like I just needed some time.
Right.
And when I say that, I have been doing so many different things in these past 5-6 years, from getting married to having a kid to going back to school and finishing school, and I switched jobs, you know, like all those things. And I just never really had like time, you know what I'm saying? And I really felt like it was so needed because it cleared my mind of thinking like, you don't have to always think about the next thing. That's not complacency. That's just me saying, I need a breather.
Let me put a pin in that real quick.
Yeah.
We'll circle back to it.
Like I need this right now. I don't need to be doing nothing else. I don't need to be researching this. I don't need to be moving on to the next thing. I just need to just sit right here, right now, figure out like my next steps.
So how does that work when we talk about like that's because that's completely understandable and needed for all of us, right? And we talk about individually. How does that work when we talk about that in a relationship? Like what is that time in a relationship look like, right? So you need a time to heal your mind yourself. What does that look like for a relationship?
So for me in my situation, it was we going through it together. I feel like everybody has their individual things they have to, you know, fight through and push through. But if you're married, like when two become one, they're joined together. You know what I'm saying? So your situations become theirs. You know what I'm saying? And when you bounce ideas off somebody that cares for you and loves you, they're gonna give you like the real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not gonna throw you off the ledge. So I felt like just even when I at that time, like I was just having conversation with my wife about certain stuff that I felt like, man, like I'm going through this. Like I'm not feeling well about that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is making me uneasy. Like I need to change how I think about this, or I need to learn how to be better at that. You know what I'm saying? Like all those different things kind of just, it really just kind of reset me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I was just that far off, like I just was out of there, but it really was one of those moments where it was like, you've been going balls to the wall, bro, for the past 5 to 7 years. Like just being honest, because you don't like, of course, as men, we on to the next thing because we men, we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about, we got to provide. I got to get to work so that I can enjoy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about that, but it's like there are some moments where sit down, smell the roses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there for a second. You know what I'm saying? Not don't get lax, but it's there for a second.
Yeah, man. I think we all kind of run into that, right? We always thinking, like you said, we think about the next thing. And me, bro, like my wife can tell you, I will get so lost in what I need to do, what I think I need to do to like better myself, to better my family, bro. And I will be in here like overwhelmed, bro.
Yeah.
And she will say, babe, we're good where we are. Right
yeah. Yeah.
Like when we moved into this house, bro, like we talked that through. Like we're gonna be in this house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the not this last Thanksgiving, but the one before that. Like we gonna be in our own home doing this. Like we get in there, we did that. Yeah. It's like, all right, next. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always thinking about that. And my wife is like, yo, we're good. Your son is healthy. Your son loves you. I love you. Like, soak up these little bitty things, man. Like we get so lost in the sauce, with life, bro. Like we really don't be appreciating like little bitty stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead. No, that was, you know what I'm saying? It was just real like fluffy.
So I agree with that. Like taking time to smell the roses, basically, right? Because like I have to constantly remind myself, bro, like your family good, your people good, you're doing good. But the thing that keeps me like just pushing is because my ultimate goal is to provide legacy for my son. And like when you think about the real definition of legacy, it's literally like an asset or a piece of land or money. So like, or resources. That's the biggest thing.
That's the thing.
Right.
So like when we talk about resources, like for me, resources equate to choice, options. Like that's what it equals down to. If I was to leave this earth today, would my sons have choices? Would they have options? You know what I mean? So I'm not at that goal to where I feel comfortable in the fact that if I left today, my sons will have choices or options. They'll have a little nest egg to fall back on. But would they have all of the different resources that are owed to them? All the legacy. That's what they mean when they say legacy.
Yeah.
So that's why I continuously, like, it may look like from the outside looking in, man, you leveled up. You on that level. You on this and you on that. But if I'm looking at it from my internal point of view, I'm saying there's not enough legacy there for me to feel comfortable and rest on my laurels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
But obviously the definition is subjective for everybody.
Right.
What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? Like what is enough legacy?
So for me, like when I hear the word legacy, if I leave my son money, he can piss it off. You know what I'm saying? He can blow it. He can blow it. He can go put everything on black in Vegas, and that legacy is not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? If I buy him land, he could sell it.
Lost the shirt.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear the word legacy and I think about legacy, before my son walk in the room, what does his name mean to everybody that's in that room? And that's what's big to me. What I mean by that is, like I talked about Mayweather. Mayweather kids gonna always, when they walk in the room, they already got half the battle won. We watch all these reality TV shows. I watch Growing Up Hip Hop. All these kids are kids of legends. It's no secret why they get the big endorsement deals. why they get to start a label or why they get to do X, Y, and Z before any of us. Because their name is already there because of what their parents left. And I think that's what legacy means to me.
But see, we saying the same thing because
we are.
I was about to say,
that's resource. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
when you said resource, I was on the same page.
Right. Yeah.
So like that's resource to me. Like I don't feel like I'm at that point to where my son's got all of that stuff squared away. Because like you said, they can piss away the money, they can piss away the houses, all of that. But do they have options? Do they have choices? Do they have resources? That's the most important.
Like Kylie Cosmetics is not better than the next cosmetic line, but because she's a Kardashian, she's a billionaire on makeup.
Yeah. Like still to this day, trying to
like, come on, bro.
Do.
Exactly. None of them have a talent. None of them.
Shout out to Ray J.
Kim got talent, boy.
She got some talent, all right.
She got OnlyFans talent.
That's talent.
You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, look. Man. Hey, sex is the oldest profession on earth.
Hey. Brothel anyone?
You make how much? Boy, that can give me a lot of time.
They was paid, bro.
Man, this is probably like wrong to say, but Ray J is old royalties, okay?
Yeah.
Off of everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's a line of demarcation, and that line goes straight to Ray J. Okay?
Yes, sir, bro. For real.
What I'm saying?
Yeah,
for real.
Crazy. But you know, it's crazy because we talked about this topic, and you know, Whitley was asking me the other day. She was like, "We were talking about Caleb, how he likes firefighters, right?" Mm-hmm. She was like, "What do you think he's gonna be when he grows up?" And that always irritates me. I never told her this before this, but like it always irritates me when I think about that, or if somebody says that, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? They ask them that, like, that really bothers me because I don't want them to grow up thinking about labor. I don't want them to grow up thinking about a job or thinking that they got to go to work 60 hours a week in order to make a living. And like, I don't want them to think about that. Like, I would prefer somebody much rather ask me or my sons, who do you want to be when you grow up? Like, what type of person do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
Like, if you ask them that, like, then you can kind of be, you know, you go into further conversation. But it's like, it's simple, but it bothers me. And she was like, I didn't know that got to you so much. And I was just like,
I never thought of it like that.
I would really much rather prefer, like, no matter what, because I think about it, I've been in several different professions. I've been in oil and gas, I've been in higher ed, I've been in sales, real estate. Like, no matter what, you're going to get that same person no matter what profession I'm in. Mm-hmm. So I would much rather my sons be known for who they are than what they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like, don't ask him what he want to be when he grow up. I don't want him thinking about labor and whatnot. I want him to focus on being the best person he could be. And that goes to, like, the legacy, the resource, the money. Like, if he don't feel like he's pressured to make a lot of money in order to be a good person, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to feel that pressure.
Yeah.
Go have options, develop yourself, and not have to be forced into a job where you working 80 hours a week just to take care of yourself, and you don't have time to develop your mindset, or you don't have time to, like, better yourself.
Yeah. I think to add on to that, like, I'm hustling so he don't have to worry about that because I currently am forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I did that shit so you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's where the time versus money part kind of go in. It all kind of circles and ties back in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this shit is damn. It's crazy how you just all this shit is. You know what I'm saying? It's one. It's all cyclical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
exactly. You know what always trips me out? Like when you hear like students, especially when we was in school, like they be like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking a gap year."
Well, I don't even
know what a gap year is, right?
I know what it is, but I never understood it. Like there's no such thing.
That's options. Like that's choice, right? Like we had to leave from school, go straight to college. They were like, I'm taking a gap year where I'm gonna go travel the world and learn about life and learn about myself, and then come back to college and decide, you know, if I want to even go to college or if I want to go do something different. Like that's legacy. That's having options. That's having choices. That's having resources to be able to do that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to say that I want my sons to have a gap. Not like that. I'm just saying that they had the literal choice of what they wanted to do in life.
Yeah.
We didn't. Nigga, he was like, you got an opportunity to go to school now.
My mama didn't even know what or how to even apply for a college application. But she knew your butt going to college.
You going to school. Or if you're not going to school, you're going to get a job.
Or you're going to the military.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like you got 3 choices and they all involve you going to do something that you may not necessarily want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the resource and option and choice, that's what legacy looks like for me.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
That's solid. I fucks with that.
Yeah.
I fucks with that.
Let that breathe a little bit.
Yeah, I'm good. I can close the show on that.
Yeah. So we got one more So we just got one more transition to talk about sports.
Yes, sir.
That's
There
it.
we go.
Yeah. So what y'all think about these finals, man? Last thing, because we ain't got no shows to watch.
Hey, these Hawks looking good over here. I know they ain't gonna get to the finals, but these Hawks looking good over here.
I bet the city turned, boy.
Yeah.
Well, the city on fire for a whole nother reason, but yeah, city crazy right now.
Yeah. But
it's taking L's.
It's a lot going on. You know, you got CP might be out for the rest of these playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Might be gone.
Yeah, bro. I think that's why I'm a little salty, bro. Like
that, because for me, I was picking the Suns to come out the West, bro.
Yeah, and they still got a strong chance because
still do.
Kawhi is out. He's not coming back.
Yeah,
like, he done, bro.
Yeah, he already had knee problems anyway.
But it's like everybody, you know. The Lakers last year, is it an asterisk? Is it not an asterisk? No, that's a conversation. But it's like every year something happens. You know, you either have luck or injuries that causes a championship. Toronto never wins a championship if KD's like, you know what I'm saying?
Or Clay.
Or Clay. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that happen every year. But this year especially makes me like, I'm like, dang, now these playoffs is not. They exciting, but they not that exciting because we still have bro. We have not seen KD, Kyrie, and Harden. We have not seen them all year, bro. And everybody knows them 3 on one team together. It's an easy championship. Everybody knows that, bro.
Or at least getting there for sure.
They winning it. I can't see nobody beating them 4 times, dog. I just don't see it. Yeah. Like I just don't see it, bro. But like. I'm just thinking about all these.
Play like he played the other night.
Come on, bro.
50-point triple
double. Yeah. Like, and Harden only had 1 bucket. One bucket.
But you tack on 20 apiece from Kai and James, bro. Yeah. Niggas is getting smoked by 30.
Yeah, it's over, dog.
3 players, 90 points.
Barbecue chicken.
Like I'm watching the playoffs and I'm excited about it, but I'm not that excited about it because I just feel like what would it look like with Jamal Murray on Denver? Ooh. Like they got swept by Phoenix. They don't get swept with Jamal Murray, bro.
Nah,
that's going 7 easy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, dang,
you gonna get a 40 or 50 bar from
bro.
Jamal
He gonna make Chris Paul work on the other end, bro. He gonna have to defend.
Right. Look, they wouldn't even put him on him.
Nah, they know better. If they know better,
chasing around Jamal Murray, them young spry legs,
man.
Boy,
if they know better,
ACLs would disintegrate in the dust, boy.
But you can't put Devin Booker on him because then that wears him down.
Right, you can't do it in both.
You can't put Bridges on him because nobody's big enough to guard Porter. So it's like
matchup problems across the board.
Exactly, bro.
We could if was a fifth, you know how it goes. Like, so
exactly.
Bump all that. Who's coming out of what? You know what I'm saying? Like who y'all got in the finals?
Man,
and who winning?
Goodness gracious, I'm gonna still take Brooklyn. Because KD did it by himself last couple days ago. He needs one of them to be healthy, though. If Harden can come back and be somewhat of himself, they beat Phoenix. If Harden is not, Phoenix probably win it all.
Okay.
That's if Chris Paul come back. So if was a fifth again.
Right. We'll see. Who you got, bro?
Yeah. I mean, really, to be honest with you, I got Brooklyn too. Especially after the Lakers went out, I was like, ain't nobody stopping Brooklyn.
Ain't nobody match up, dog. It's a matchup nightmare for everybody.
Who left in the West can even match up with KD?
I didn't even, to be honest,
name one player.
There is no because
there's barely one in the NBA.
There is
one on one right now.
Right now, Ben, for me, I was always in the camp of it's KD, bro. It's the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk about Bron, whatever. I don't care about none of that.
He's definitely the best player.
There is nobody that can check this man, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a 7-footer that shoots above his head. So it ain't like you could block him.
Yeah. And it ain't like he can't take you off the dribble. He can score on all three levels, dog.
Yeah, he's a walking bucket.
I think the difference between when people are comparing LeBron and KD, we all know KD's the best player, but he's not the most valuable player like how LeBron is. He changes franchises.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
you've seen Golden State win without him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you've seen that.
It's two different discussions.
Yeah, of course. But I'm agreeing with what you were saying about how you felt like KD been the best player, and I can't disagree on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like for the past maybe 8 years he probably has. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to value and what it takes to win it all, like I haven't seen that in him yet. Of course, he won them in Golden State, but they had won them already. They went to 2 finals before he got there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they basically made it to the finals without him before he tried to come back and got hurt again. Right. So it's like when I say value, I'm like, even with Harden and Kyrie, when Durant was out majority of this season, like they was killing without him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's
that just speaks to the firepower of like coming back to it. Because I mean, really, I didn't have the West. Whoever you want to get come out the West, they not finna win the finals, bro. Like this is gonna be the year that if you want to, if we talking Philly, if we talking
Philly
Brooklyn. They can't hold it, but I'm talking about on paper is what I'm saying. Like if
bro. I never seen a worse number one seed in my life, bro. I never seen dog. They are bad, bro.
John, I was saying
bad, bro.
I was saying at the onset of the playoffs. This is what I mean. And I'm not disagreeing because, boy, we are seeing some atrocious basketball. Ben Simmons, boy, you better get in the gym. But I'm talking about on paper, like if you want to choose Milwaukee because you add Jrue Holiday and now you got a whole different type of ball game. If you want to talk about Philly, obviously Brooklyn when they said they was forming, we all knew what that was. So it's for me it was out of them three, and I ain't think nobody. I didn't give a damn about the Lakers going again. I knew they wasn't gonna repeat. Nah. They wasn't gonna have nothing for nobody out the East, dog.
Now if they was healthy and no interest,
if they was healthy, they would have got to the finals.
I believe that too because they would have got a top seed. Damn. They would have got a top seed.
Don't give a
AD don't go out. It's a different ball game.
I believe that too, bro.
Because I think that AD is a game changer, like on any franchise. You know what I mean? So like, there hasn't been a time that AD's been in the playoffs and I'd be like, oh, they finna roll over and die.
Right. Even when they was getting swept, he was still averaging 30 plus. Dog. Like
exactly.
He just like to say
you pair that with the LeBron, then you.
That's what I'm about to say. To say LeBron or Anthony Davis is your second best player, it ain't many teams out there that can say that. So like, especially when it come down to playoffs, I'm like, bro, they gonna get the calls and they gonna make the plays. That's just what it is.
Get to the finals. Yeah,
that's just what
it
is.
I'm really rooting. You know what I'm saying for Utah. Don't nobody want to see Utah in the finals, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the fun team to watch is the Suns.
Yeah.
So I had Suns and the Knicks, and I think just too much star power, dog.
We was talking about something, and I need to go back and find out where it was when we said at the end of last season, or it was before this season started, and I said the Suns look nice, and somebody said, argued with me that they was too young and this and that.
Who said that?
I'm gonna go find. I don't know who it was, but I'm going back to find that conversation because I know I said it.
maybe play it out loud.
I do believe that Chris Paul hides a lot of their mistakes. Of course, we all know that he does that for every team.
If you
when he
want
goes out,
you want to make an MVP discussion.
Yeah,
nigga, let's talk.
For sure. My only thing is Chris Paul finds a way in the playoffs to do this. He does this all the time.
Your luck can't be that bad, bro.
Come on, dog. Come on. First round,
so
he hurt his shoulder, bro. I said, here we go again.
So think about this. Now we can really say truly, if CP don't get hurt, the Warriors are fucking toast.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They would have lost.
You know what I'm saying?
They would have lost.
They would have took that L.
Yes, sir.
So that happened. Then what happened after that? Did he get hurt again?
He got hurt again, bro.
Got hurt again.
So now we didn't know if he was going to be able to make it through this series. I mean, the last series, because his shoulder.
He got hurt again this year.
Didn't work.
Now COVID. I'm like,
basically just jacking up shots with one arm. And now, bro, we don't know if you sick or not.
Bro.
Okay, so. So how does tracing protocol work now?
I don't know. I guess if you got vaccine, the timing is shorter. So I mean, the longer the series Utah go, the better chances he might be able to get back.
That bitch need to go 9. Okay?
Man. even with a hurt Kawhi, bro, the Clippers would be problems for them without Chris Paul, bro.
I don't know. If
they ain't winning the series.
PG show up or not, because you know,
Reggie Jackson been hooping. I know people ain't gonna talk about him. But bro, he has been hooping, dog. He's shooting at a high
But no Kawhi and no playoff P.
Hey man, Paul
Reggie
George
Jackson, he ain't doing it.
Listen, man. Here's what I say about it. Paul George and Donovan Mitchell take the worst shots. Bro, they take so many bad shots, bro.
But the only thing is, Donovan Mitchell, he make a lot more than those.
Man, he be 9 for 22, bro. Like, let go. Like his shooting percentage be bad, bro. He be 9 for 28, but he get 14 free throws.
He is a
you know what I'm saying, like,
shooter.
bro. He shoots bad, bro. He went 6 for 14 from the 3-point line.
Yeah,
like, you don't need to shoot 14 threes when you that elusive, bro. You got to get to the cup, bro.
But that's the game now. That's a whole other discussion. Of course. You know what I'm saying?
But you know the elite players. KD getting that mid range. Chris Paul getting that mid range. Devin Booker getting that. Kawhi, bro. Even LeBron. All them guys get mid range, bro. That's what wins it. You can't continuously shoot threes, bro. Only person do that, we all know, is Steph, dog. And ain't nobody Steph.
He got the green light, because Steph will give you a 6 for 14.
He gonna give it to you, bro. But he gonna give you them 6 when they need it, bro.
Yeah. Them hoes hurt too.
Yeah.
Speaking of green lights, time to hit the red light.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? We in here gotta hit the red light. All right. So yeah, we back. Episode. What is this?
This is
21.
21, right?
22, 23. Hey.
We'll be jamming, don't he? 1, 2, 3. Anyway, season 3, episode 1, overall episode 21. That's crazy. 21. It's a good way back. Way to shake off the rust. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Y'all probably gonna hear this right after Father's Day. So
it's right after.
Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers, the good fathers, the fathers who working on themselves, the fathers who don't think they shit. You are getting kid life. All of the fathers, man. If you have a child, stepchild, adopted child, all those children, all the children, you know, embrace.
Even if you're a father figure.
Yeah.
Father figure.
You know that Little League football coach, man. Happy Father's Day to y'all, man.
Happy Father's Day. You know what I mean? Because you are an important part of all these kids' life. And they say the kids is the future, but right now they're eating Tide Pods, so we need to change that future. It's a good laugh right there. Let me hit that laugh. But happy Father's Day to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all as great fathers and influences. And you know, don't just give your father some socks. Give them something good. You know,
unless they socks was already charred, then they'll take them.
Yeah. Give them socks and then some. Yeah. So don't just stop with the socks.
And ladies, and then some.
And then some.
That's where you put the look. Come on, give it to me.
Y'all stupid with these effects, man.
Oh man. So, ladies, like once you give him socks, give him
some.
Let him drum roll.
It's what happens when you let a grown man go in the doggone candy store.
Listen, brother,
I'm
over here. Wait till I get some more of them shits.
Yeah,
so,
season 3.
Yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Y'all got anything else?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, man.
Just a blessed dad, as y'all can see, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Blessed day.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll talk to y'all later.
That'll be easy.
Got it going on in here.
Drop that off, sir.
Daddy, is that you? Open the door, son.
Just let that boy breathe.
I'm not gonna lose my ring.
You know what, bro?